Hey everyone, I'm Nathan with the ebookreader.com. For this video, I'm going to give you guys a look at some different types of sheet music on the Sony DPT-RP1. So this is Sony's 13.3 inch e-ink PDF reader. It's got really good battery life. It's very thin and light. So I've been using it for some guitar sheet music. As you can see right here, this is tablature, so it's got the numbers instead of the notes, kind of like half-fast sheet music. So the device itself is very thin and very light, and it supports PDF formats and a lot of tablature and sheet music's in PDF format, so it's a natural fit. So I just wanted to give kind of a quick look at it. So this PDF, it fits the page really well, just in the default view. The Sony has got this quad-core processor, so the page turns are really good. It's nice and responsive, so you can view your different, you have like different ways. You could just view a whole list of your documents, or you have like this folders. I got in the music folder right here, so I got some different tablature set up. So I downloaded some sheet music online, so I don't read sheet music, so I just wanted to show this as a test. This is just like a random download, and as you can see, obviously it works quite well. This particular one, it fits on the screen nicely. It just sort of depends on how it's formatted. I'll show you a scanned copy next. It's a little bit different, but as far as it goes, this one, I mean, it does look good. So you've got some different options in here. You can view it in landscape mode as well, but the thing with landscape mode is it fits the whole the whole PDF on the screen, so it doesn't give you that nice wide view. You can use the zooming option, so like if we just wanted to view this section right here, we could zoom into that section, so that does work quite well. The only downside though is when you're using the zoom feature on the Sony, it doesn't have any, you can't turn pages, doesn't have any way to like scroll, so you're just sort of locked into that view until you exit back out of the zoom mode. So then you go back to this view again. You can also view multiple pages at once. So yeah, the zooming does work quite well, just for if you want to use that one section, but obviously then you got to back out of it. But you can use this two-page view if you wanted to view two pages at once in landscape mode, or if you wanted to view two separate documents at once. If you wanted to have two different sheet musics open at once, two different PDFs, you can have two different ones shown at the same time. You can also have like a notes document. Say if you wanted to have like a notes on one side where you're taking notes of different things, you could do that as well. So you've also got the option to, like, if you wanted to use like a template. So I'm loading this template right here. This Sony, it supports different notes templates, so you could actually set like a template to one of their templates, and you could access it from the notes menu. I don't have it set up that way. I just have the actual PDF right here. So like it's a blank, some blank sheet music where you could write your own sheet music on here if you wanted to. You can write directly on the PDF, so you could just write handwritten notes, or you could write the notes, the music notes as well. So obviously I don't know how to write notes very well, but I'll just show you a quick example right here. So one thing you can do, since it's so small, you can zoom in to like a couple bars if you want here, and then you can draw on the screen this way. So there's a couple of things about it though. So like you've got some different sizes for the pen stroke. So if you wanted to go into the settings, you can change the size of this to be thicker, but then like the lines are kind of thicker, so you kind of got to balance it. But you can do it this way. So like if you wanted to write like numbers as well, if I was writing like tablature, you could do that as well. And then you can zoom back out, and so it retains that size of what you zoomed in. So like I was saying, you got the different size notes right here. This one works really good for like the notes, but then the lines are really thick, obviously, so that kind of ruins it. So then you gotta switch back to like a thinner line. So if you wanted to draw the notes on here, it'd probably be kind of a tedious endeavor actually, but I mean, it is possible. And you can also write directly on the screen if you wanted to. So right on the PDF, that is. So here's a scanned PDF, some sheet music here. So obviously you can tell it doesn't fit the screen as well. I'm not a fan of scanned PDFs in any shape or form. So like it makes them fuzzier. You don't get the good, it's not like as good resolution, but I mean, there's obviously a lot of scanned sheet music out there. So I mean, it does work. It just sort of depends on how well it's done. So as you can see, this one's clearly not A4, so it doesn't fit the screen as it would if it was designed as a regular PDF. So this device has Bluetooth, but unfortunately you cannot connect any devices with Bluetooth. It's just for transferring documents to your computer. So you can't actually use like a foot pedal. If you had a foot pedal or something, then you could use the hands-free turning, but of course it doesn't support that, at least not yet. Hopefully maybe in the future they'll add support for connecting the Bluetooth devices to it. Then you could turn pages hands-free, which would be nice. So yeah, this has just sort of been a quick look at how the different kinds of sheet music lays out on the Sony DPT-RP1. Obviously with a 13.3 inch screen, it works quite well. Even if you have like two pages at once right here, I mean, it's easy enough to read in person. I kind of like it more on the single page view, you get the bigger numbers. I can just read it a little bit better when I'm using this tablature, but it just sort of depends on like how it's formatted and how the page lays out on this screen. But since it supports A4 size, it does help being nice for sheet music, and then the device itself is very thin and light. I mean, I'm very impressed with the hardware on the Sony, so it could use some more software features for sure, but it's actually a really nice device. I don't know that you're going to be buying this for sheet music because without being able to turn pages, it is kind of going to be a problem for a lot of people without the hands-free page turns. But, I mean, it does come in handy. It is quite nice having the e-ink device instead of your typical tablet screen. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this review. Thank you guys for watching along. Check out the ebookreader.com for a full review of the Sony DPT-RP1 and other e-readers in general. Thank you guys, and have a good day.